So here we are, YouTube. Just got to the gym. It's 12:06 right now. I'm about to hit a nice swim sesh for about 20-25 minutes as my morning cardio. And I started my morning pretty late. I slept in pretty hard. So I was going to do a breakfast of champions tutorial, like what you should look for when you're making your own diet plan and you want to stick on a good nutrition path, what you should incorporate into breakfast. It's really all kind of up to you, but I was going to show you what I do, and maybe you could base it off something of that sort. But because it's already 12 o'clock, it's going to be more of brunch style. So hope you enjoy. Let's see what we can get. All right, Fit Fam, so I just got out of the gym, did about a 25-minute swimming session. It was a lot of fun. I feel really good. I haven't swam in quite a while. And so my advice to anybody who struggles with cardio, it's do things differently. You know, it's not the easiest thing to run 20 minutes every morning. You could switch it up, do things you enjoy. So in this case, I decided to swim just because I haven't done it in a while and I thought it'd be pretty cool. And I'm pretty happy because I was contemplating having breakfast instead of doing cardio, but now that I did this and it was pretty fun, I'm pretty content with it all. So I'm going to take you guys to breakfast and let's see how we get that going. So I know I said I was going to take you to brunch, but I actually ended up oversleeping and not recording any of that. So I'm just doing a little voiceover to show you some nice sick angles of me doing homework, listening to my sister talking about some really cool DIYs, and I guess we'll just carry on from here. So I hope you enjoyed the videos thus far. Let's see how we roll. What's going on, fam? Just at ShopRite, getting some nice good old groceries. You know what they say, abs are made in the kitchen, so I'm making sure I get the right foods. And yeah, I'm excited to show you some of the things I got. I'm gonna go hit a very late night shoulder workout and then fuel my body with some really good food. So welcome back, fam. Just got out of ShopRite with my pants on backwards. That was an adventure. And I just really quickly wanted to go over some of the supplements I use and some of the ones I believe I will see results with, so you would be able to do the same. And it simply comes down to my three favorite products, which are protein, because it's really hard to get in a lot of protein. If you think about how much protein I need as an individual, if I wanted 1 gram per pound, that would be, let's say, around 145 grams of protein. And if 4 ounces of chicken, which is about yay big, is 20 ounces of protein, I would need over like 6 or 7 of those, eating of those a day. Whereas I could just mix 1 to 2 scoops a day and get in about 50 to 60 grams of my protein, and the rest come through food sources. So it's really just an easy and convenient way for you to get all those macros, which I'll be talking about in a later video, so you can really set up your nutrition plan. The second one I am a huge in favor of is a multivitamin. It's really hard for anybody to get all of their micronutrients, which is like, the vitamin B's and C's and A's that everyone needs to live properly, through food alone, even if you are eating at the cleanest and healthiest. But especially on those days where you go and have a cheat meal, these come in clutch. The last product I'm a huge fan of is creatine. And so I feel like creatine gets a lot of a bad rep just because, there's stories of people having to cycle off. Like, I was very afraid of creatine for quite a while, but after doing quite a bit of research, watching different, fitness experts, I came down to a conclusion that it really doesn't do anything negative to you. It's one of the only products that's proven to actually help in sports enhancement in terms of being able to perform longer. So instead of me doing 3 sets of 8 reps, I'd be able to do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, which is really great because then I can tear my muscles apart even more. And with the assist of proper nutrition and getting enough protein in, I'll see all of the results I really need and want to see for myself. So those are the essential things that I believe in. Before I actually hit the gym and hit the shoulder workout, I want to take some of this creatine that I showed you beforehand. So let me go pour in a nice scoop of that. Oh man. Has anyone ever tried to take one of these scooper things out? It's pretty difficult. Alright, so that's about 2 grams. So I really want to quickly explain what creatine is for some of you who might not know what it is and why I would even be taking it. So creatine is this molecule substance found in your red meats, or a lot of your meat products, as you can see by this nice little outlook I made. And for you to get in effective dosage, you need about 5 grams a day, which is equivalent to eating about 2 pounds of beef a day. And for anybody who knows what 2 pounds of beef looks like, that's a lot of meat, relatively quite a bit of money. And if you're not even into a lot of red meat, eating red meat, it's a hard task to accomplish. So why would you even take creatine? Why am I taking it? So what it does for you, it stores high energy phosphate groups, and then when you're under stress, such as, being in the gym, hitting any type of workout, whether that be strength, resistance, or cardio, you release a lot more ATP. And what ATP is in scientific terms, it's adenosine triphosphate. So I'm just gonna put it into layman terms so people like my homies, like my sister who is 12, can understand what that all means. And ATP is it's like a bank account of how much you can expend. So the more you have in your bank, the more money you can spend. The more ATP you have, the more energy you can exert. And so if you can exert more energy, you can put more into your workouts and you'll see those results quicker just because you're doing more in a shorter amount of time. And so creatine actually transfers over into your brain, your bone, your muscles and livers, and overall function. And I used to be pretty afraid of creatine because I remember being in high school, there was a football player who, just scared me, telling me that he shot his liver, creatine made him go to the hospital, and I was like, oh man, why would they even put that on the market? And the fact is he was just never hydrated. So if you're dehydrated in general, your body just won't perform. And adding these supplements that can be relatively heavy to your system, it's just not going to add up to a positive effect. So I got all of this information from examine.com, and I will leave the description below so you can trust me and you can look over it for yourself and know that I wasn't lying to you. Creatine is definitively one of the most researched products out there, and I would recommend it to anybody who's trying to just get that little extra push. And it does kind of help with the pump just because you get whole water retention. So I know when I'm at the gym, I'm going to have a nice fuller look from the creatine alone. I hope I explained that well. Let me hit it to some of my fan crowd and see. Did I make creatine sound like an effective thing? All right, cool. So if I didn't do a good enough job of explaining what creatine is, I'm going to put it into a 12-year-old's terms.
It gives you energy.
And so hopefully that's what you got from my tidbit, just in a more advanced explanation so you can understand exactly why it's broken down the way it is. So, alright, Fit Fam, so we just got to the gym. I'm doing about a 5-minute warm-up here on this self-powered treadmill. And it's really cool. Apparently it burns up to 30% more calories, or at least that's what it's promoting. And I'm kind of bummed that I didn't bring the right headphones. I'm about to hit this workout raw, no music, just internal motivation. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite songs to work out to are. I would love to put it in my playlist and tell you how I feel about them. So going on, Fit Fam? It's pretty late at night, so don't want to disturb the fam at sleep. I just finished my shoulder workout, and it was a pretty good one. I was pretty happy. The shoulder's actually one of my weak points, so I actually take out a day specifically just to do that. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to eat as a post-workout meal, considering it's pretty late. Also, I'm just going to break a myth for you. It doesn't matter what time you eat, as long as you get the same amount of calories that you need before you go to sleep. Has the same effect as you eating before 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock. There's really not a difference. And I think a lot of people, feel guilty about eating after 6 or 7. If you're staying on track with the calories or the foods you're supposed to eat, and you are doing your daily 25 to 30 minutes of exercise, you're fine. It doesn't really matter. So me eating at 12:30 is not optimal because I'd rather be sleeping, but I need the food to rebuild all that muscle. So I'm going to take some more of this creatine, 2 grams, which gets me at 4 grams, and then the rest of the food I had throughout the day makes up at least that 1 gram. So that's my 5 grams per day that I need. And without further ado, let me just show you what we're making. Alright, so if you remember last video, or if you've seen it, I was saying that it really doesn't matter what kind of carbs you eat, whether it be whole wheat or just like enriched white, whatever, or like just like your white carbs. It doesn't matter because your body absorbs the same way. But I also mentioned some are more optimal at certain times. So for me, right here we got some funfetti pancakes mix. This is gonna be really good, and it's not a whole wheat, so like it's more white in starch, and your body absorbs it quicker. So after a workout, it's alright to have like that white rice because your body's gonna absorb it as quickly as possible to get to rebuild the muscles as fast as it can. And when it comes to protein, I always prefer whey to isolates. So anything, I don't like casein because casein you can get from milk or any of your other dairy products. But if you want like a higher grade protein, I go with whey protein. And I'll make another video on that explaining the differences. There's a lot of different resources that you can check out. I'll put a link in the description to a video you might enjoy from a trusted source that I've been listening to for quite a while now. And so this will be part 1 of meal 3, dinner, just because I didn't eat all that much and I'm probably going to be hungry. And so then whole wheat. So whole wheat takes a lot longer to digest. So this right here is going to go straight into my system. This right here is going to process throughout tonight and slowly rebuild my muscles because I'm going to be really sore. And I always add protein because this is about 35 grams and 35 grams of carbohydrates. And so after a workout, you want a 1-to-1 carb to protein ratio, if not more protein. So that's why you add this, because they're not really all that high in protein. It's just bread, but if you add the protein into it, it's a really effective meal. It was pretty funny. I saw one of these bodybuilders has Pop-Tarts and like a protein shake right after his workout, and it has the same effect just because in the Pop-Tarts, they're like easy starchy carbs that you can eat quickly. So yeah, without talking too much, I'm just going to show you how I make it, and there we go. Alright, Fit Fam, so the way to know your pancakes are ready to flip is when you start to see these bubbles. Now, I'm still having trouble telling if these bubbles are good enough to flip, but let's see what happens. Hopefully this one isn't a fail. Hashtag pancake gains! Woo!